Today's A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dad podcast is brought to you by...
What are you doing now?
I'm a turd monster.
A turd monster?
Yeah, I'm the enemy of modern PI, modern plumbing industries. I'm the turd monster. And I had a turd monster that was just getting my toilet in right off the side of the old main bedroom, getting me bad. And they fixed it. Very easy. 15 minutes later, because they know what they're doing.
I just had modern plumbing over
you had
my
a turd
house.
monster?
Well, no, I had my toilet was running, and I tried to fix it myself multiple times. And I spent
the old waste of time. Never remembers he can't do this stuff.
I know what you're saying. You're
He's doing
your
again.
client is modern plumbing. Why are you trying to fix it yourself? Because I'm like, I can fix a running toilet. I'm not completely inept.
You were so funny. I did the same thing, but Andrea didn't even listen to me. She just called them.
No, I'll just do it. It's been 3 days, still running, and the gasket wasn't seated properly. Anyway, he came over. Now, here's the great part. While he was there, Crystal thought, I think there's something wrong with under the sink. And I was like, that's fine. And
in front of the guy? This is terrible. This is a horrible interaction.
And he fixed the running toilet and then checked under the sink. And I had basically a pipe that was about to burst and flood my whole kitchen. And he's
I'm
like,
sorry, I shouldn't have busted
he's
out
like, this
laughing.
pipe's all swollen and it's old. It's about to burst. This thing would have flooded your kitchen. And he's like, oh,
You got a goddamn time bomb in here.
And then he fixed that, and so by calling and for what it cost, I spent 3 days. I should have just called at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then he also, if he didn't come and catch that pipe, I would have had a flooded kitchen.
Bad.
Anyway, so
That'll ruin your couch.
Modern Plumbing Industries, they're pros. Also, 10% off if you mention Tom and Dan when you have any service done.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to go through the list. They do all the Central Florida locations, all the counties, every single one of them.
Yeah, residential, commercial, industrial, modernpi.com.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, it is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. And it's just us today.
It's just us today. You might see some people running around. I actually hit the wrong button, and I may have revealed some of the ne'er-do-wells we have running around in the studio. But I will tell you, it is an old school 2009. Tom and Dan just got back from the quarry. I just pulled up with an 18-pack of Dos Equis, and we're doing it old school, just you and me, buddy.
A lot of people in town for our events tomorrow and Sunday. So we got some BDMs in our studio, some from Ohio.
Yes,
Traveled from Ohio for this.
Skippity, Ohio, is what I'll say.
Also, I just found out the other day that one of our vendors is going to be out at the Beer Fest tomorrow, Certified Best Roofing.
Yeah.
A potential new roofing partnership coming up with Tom and Dan. But they are bringing out Tom the Mime. He
don't work for nothing, man.
I know.
They got Tom the Mime money?
Yeah.
So he's going to be at the Beer Fest.
Tom the Mime's going to be at the Beer Fest.
Well,
tomorrow.
that elevates the Beer Fest. That absolutely, no bullshit. That elevates the Beer Fest. That's a needle mover right there, because Tom's awesome.
Yep. And another new partnership that we just got, this is 100% organic. So, you know what happened to the websites in
I don't
Florida.
trust organic. I'm more of a Walmart guy.
So there are certain websites we can't go to in Florida anymore. All right, and I got fed up. And it's been a while.
I know what that means.
I was like, oh, whatever.
All the videos.
Anyway, so I was like, I know there's VPN
and
services.
I know what you like now. A lot of people don't know this. Tom's new kink, Bratty MILF.
Come on.
He likes Bratty MILF.
No.
There was Bratty Sis, but Bratty MILF is where it's at.
Come on. So
when the mom's like, clean up your room, and you're like, suck my dick.
So I said to myself, I'm like, there's VPN services. I know Daniel's used them, and I'm computer illiterate. And also illiterate.
Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
All types of illiterate. And so I remember this company called Surfshark reached out to me years ago, before this whole ban of websites in Florida.
I do remember that.
And then, years ago, I forgot what happened. Anyway, it fell between the cracks. But I remember their names. I go and I did it myself. I'm signing up
Ain't
for...
nothing stopping me from getting I'm getting my Bratty MILF porn. I'll tell you what,
I signed up for
nothing stopping me.
And then I'm like, man, I bet you this is going to be too complicated for me. And I got the app. I signed up for it. It's less than $2 a month.
Yeah.
And I literally
are whacking it like a madman.
no, it's not all about that.
He's got it. Look,
it's about secure internet surfing.
I got you the gear on the camera.
So I swear to God, this is how easy it is. I click on the app, right?
Yeah.
And
where
then
are you going for your videos? Canada.
Canada.
Oh, that's
Watch
big
this.
asses.
That's
big asses.
I click on Canada. No, you just go to anything. Hold on, no.
But Canada's a big asses.
It's no, it's not. It has nothing to do with Canada. It just opens up the internet to you. It's now connected, right? So now,
but it does matter.
I'm in Canada's VPN, so now I can go to any website I want. Nothing's banned anymore.
But I'm telling you a hack. You don't know this? Well, you're new to VPN. Okay, VPN guys that don't. If you sign up for this, I'm going to tell you how to use. Do you know that each area you go into, when you go back to, let's say, whatever site you want videos from, they are going to showcase whatever is popular in that area.
Yeah, it saves my information, though, too.
It will some, but if you start dancing in Australia, you're going to get a lot of blonde. If you go to Canada, I'm not kidding, you're going to get bigger asses.
So we partner with them. It's if you go to tomanddan.com, right on our front page, it says Surfshark. Surfshark.
Yeah,
right.
You can see it says click here for Surfshark. I put it up myself.
When you click on it, they have a special promotion just with us. It's 4 free months, and when you sign up, it helps us, and you can get any site you want anyway. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Now some of the people are clowning on you.
Thank you, Surfshark.
Some of them are clowning on you.
I know.
Let's see. Kara says, I'm cry laughing at Tom explaining VPN to us.
All right.
Ryan says, Tom explaining how to use VPN in 2025 like it's new technology shouldn't be as funny as it is. He's not talking to you. He's talking
You've been already doing it.
Yeah, that's a Dan. You're a Dan. He's not talking to you. He's talking to all the Toms that are out there, and we got a lot of them.
Oh, there's a lot of Toms.
There's a lot of Toms out there. The Dans, we've been using this technology. We know Canada's big asses. We got that. The Toms, like, you spoke to a lot of people. Don't listen to them. You were heard.
And I
were heard.
And I thought the cowboy on our couch was maybe a Tom, but
is that a children's book? What is it? The cowboy on the couch.
he's a space cowboy, so he knows about all technology.
Yeah, he's been there.
Anyway, all
right. Thank you, Surfshark.
So if you want to open up any website you want and become free again, because this is goddamn America, get the Surfshark VPN through tomanddan.com.
I will say that I've used a lot. I was using Proton. I've used NordVPN. There was another one I was using back in the day. Surfshark, and this is just on me using it for the last couple of days, has a lot better features. And the interface is better. So when it logs in, like, it's easier to... A big problem with VPN is sometimes forgetting that you're still on it. And then you're wondering why you didn't get any emails or something like that. That will happen. This will remind you to turn it off. It has good features. So check it out.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
All right. So Daniel went to a concert on Wednesday.
I really don't want to talk about this, but we have to talk about this.
And by the way, and I'll explain to you, he's running. Okay, so a regular human motor is on idle at all times. So it's not 0% anxiety, but it's idle anxiety. And then as you rev up,
working in the background. Background tasks.
Certain things rev up people's anxieties, and they get revs up, goes back down to idle or whatever. Daniel's resting anxiety is like You know when you get out your car and you're walking next to it and rapping as the car goes with the Ghost riding your whip.
Yeah, Ghost riding the whip. I'm glad you. Wow, you are cool.
Daniel cannot Ghost ride his whip because he could not run next to it. It's idling so fast.
That's true. I'm also my legs are too small to get out of my car while it's rolling. I would argue that my legs are so small that if I open the door and put my legs down, it's just going to roll right over me.
Daniel's idle is 25 miles an hour going down the road.
Right,
you know,
right. Well, actually, my idol is Jeffrey Epstein. But no, I'm kidding. Why would I say that? That's the dumbest thing I've ever said. No, I don't have an idol. My father.
So,
but, yes.
We went to Jimmy's show on Wednesday, and like Jack said, hey, do you want to come and hang out for the whole show? You plug your beer fest, and we appreciate it. So we go by, and Daniel remembered. He's like, oh, shit, I got Jordan Foley tonight.
Yeah.
And it's at the Dr. Phillips and their super cool new, what's the room called again?
It's Judson's Live. It's this beautiful like little jazz club where they took the same amount of time and effort that they put into the sound and acoustics of like the main theater and everything, but they put it into this little side. It's just a room off the side of the Dr. Phillips Center, but it's a little jazz club. And they can have singer-songwriters in there and jazz musicians, very intimate artists can perform there. And I mean, you are right up on them, and it only seats like 125 people. I believe Sean Wasson and the News Junkie did their roast there. So some of our listeners that went to that are familiar with this spot, but it's a super intimate, super tiny little room.
So anyway, I mentioned Daniel's anxiety because once he realized he had to leave Jimmy's show early, he's like, oh my God, your anxiety pegged. And I was like, Jimmy doesn't care. No one cares.
Well, but for us, like, we're supposed to go there as a duo and do the show. I had committed to doing Jimmy's show. I had committed to you to doing the full time. I didn't know that Jordan's...
I want more time to talk.
Okay, that's fair. That's honest.
And it's radio. You get 3 minutes at a time.
And I talk fast.
Yeah. By the way, radio, you got
get it together.
You got it easy.
Oh my God,
Jesus Christ!
No, but they got to get it together. Like Andrea was like, just when you started to get into something, you would start running a Cash for Gold commercial.
I'm like, 10 minutes you have to fill. We go do hours. Anyway, so probably doing too much.
My anxiety, we're just doing too. We're spinning our wheels, doing too much, and nobody cares.
So Daniel's anxiety is already pegged. Because they had to leave Jimmy's show
the night
early.
Before when I texted you. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, it's always. I'm saying you run pegged.
Yeah, and then and that's all thanks to Ghost Sour Patch Energy Drink. If there's anything that helps my anxiety, it's taking all chemicals and all caffeine and smashing it into my butthole.
Hold on, like a couple months ago, your doctor's like, no more caffeine. You're like,
I don't listen to doctors anymore. I've been listening to you. You're like, doctors lie. And I was like, this guy's got the goods.
Now you're drinking Ghost Energy Drink.
And I read an article this morning that says it rots your liver out. It's like, I'm spiraling. So I texted Tom the night before, and I was like, oh my God, I got to leave Jimmy's thing early. And then I'm like, leaving you there. And he's like, God, nobody cares. That's true. That is what you said. But that doesn't mean that while I was laying in bed, I wasn't
That's not rational.
Yeah, I was just sweating it and freaking out. So we do Jimmy's show. We had a great time. We got a lot of great feedback from people that it's almost like you guys think the radio's not funny anymore. But we did I thought a good job, and Jimmy enjoyed it. We had a heck of a good time. I told Jimmy I had to leave early. So I left just an hour early because unlike most shows that are like doors at 7, show starts at 8, this was doors at 6, show at 7. So I was like, I'm not going to make it. So I did leave an hour early, and I made my way down there to the Dr. Phillips Center to Judson's Live. Well, I am a very, and I think you would agree with this, I'm a very good concert patron. I'm a very good audience member. I'm excellent even. You know, I make sure that all my devices and everything's turned off. I dress the part. I don't want to, ruin your night or anything. But
you usually get there early.
I usually get there super early.
Like, early enough to scare people when they're like setting up. They're like, "What? What
are you doing here?"
Yeah.
It's like a tiny ghost.
They're like, "What? There's someone in here already."
So one of the first things that I did, and my wife was even like impressed at this because I, was texting her, and she's like giving me a rundown, like a checklist of everything. You got your ticket. Do you know where you're going? Well, she hit me with a big one. She's like, do you have your pocket knife on you? No, I left it at home. I was smarted. Like, I was prepared for this. I've been wanting to go to this concert to see my friend Jordan Foley play, and he's doing an acoustic deal. He's been talking about all these special guests that he had lined up to come and like kind of play with him. So I was prepared. No knife on me and everything. I had a change of clothes even in the car, so I could change out of a t-shirt into a collared shirt. I don't even know if I told you that. So I made my way down there.
Don't tell me insignificant nonsense. I'm sorry.
So I made my way down there, and they got their security stanchions. Like it's kind of interesting the way you go in. You walk up like a little ramp, and then they have like security stanchions. Then you walk in, you show your ticket. You know, you can't have a copy of a ticket, no screenshots. You got to have it in your wallet, the whole nine. So I get the thing, scanned and everything. I make it in there, and I'm going to put up on the screen here a picture of my seat. I had a really, really amazingly good seat. So this is me.
Does. Right. It looks like it's on stage.
Right, it does look like it is on stage. I'll even blow it up here so you can really see. So I'm sitting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's stage left.
I mean, that is literally stage left. I'm table 8. I'm so close to the stage that I could actually rest my feet on the stage if I wanted to, and it's a good little seat. Now, and my wife was not accompanying me this night. She was supposed to go, but we'll get to why she wasn't there maybe a little bit later when we called her.
At the table by yourself?
I was at the table by myself. I bought both tickets.
That's weird.
Well, no, I bought both tickets. It's not weird. I mean,
who's that guy over there?
It's only weird for overthinkers. For me, it makes you look like a baller. Like you're sitting up front by yourself, like the king is here. See, I have a totally different reframe on that. So I'm sitting up there. I got this great seat. I'm really excited about it. I didn't really know much about Judson's when I went there. Like, I didn't even know you could eat there. Like, so that's how clueless I was about this. So,
weren't you thinking about what others are like? Is that Daniel Dennis sitting at a table by himself?
I don't think of that. I don't think of that at all.
What?
You would think of that, honestly?
Of course I would.
I think that's crazy to think about that.
They'd be like, "What? Why? Where's his family? And where's his friends?"
I did have a listener come up to me, and he's like, "Oh, is it just you tonight?" And then I just explained to him, like, "Yeah, my wife had some surgery, and she won't be joining us tonight." I mean, that's a very simple, easy thing. It's not like anything. It's not like, oh my God. I'm like, is that man a pedophile? He's sitting by himself. Like, why would you think that? That's what crazy people think.
I don't know. Why? I only care what other people think. Just like everybody should.
It would solve a lot of problems if people did care more about what other people thought. So I'm sitting there. I got this great seat, and then I realized, I'll order some food. I'm not drinking, so I got a couple soda waters with a bunch of limes, and then I ordered some like pulled pork sliders, and then they make the announcement as I'm ordering, and I hate that. I hate when you're talking to like the wait staff, and then they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan." I'm like, "Okay, we're fine. We're fine."
Well, you said make them out of this lonely guy is eating sliders. Look at him. He's on next to the stage.
It said that on the ticket, too. It said lonely slider midget on the tag, on the ticket. So I'm sitting there, and now here, I'll get up. Let me see if I can, let me turn this picture off here. I'm trying to do a ton of things at one time. So this is I guess I got there at like 6:50. I'm ordering at like 6:55. This is how close I'm cutting it to a 7 p.m. start time. And then they'd make the announcements, "Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Foley." And then the lights start to go down. I was just ordering at the time. And then I go into go mode. I'm like, okay, here we are. It's time to watch the show. So Jordan takes the stage. He looks great. You can tell he's like dressed to the nines. He's got a cowboy hat on. He's got multiple guitars up there. And you can see that he's going to have other people come up. And he just starts singing. And he starts talking about, first he starts talking about how he's going to have some special surprises in the night. But then he starts singing. And man, it is good. We are having it off to the races, right? This guy's singing. It sounds great. The sound in that room is the best, in my opinion, of any venue we have. If you're going to see a singer-songwriter or a man or woman with a guitar, if you go to Judson's, you're going to leave extremely happy. I don't think I've ever heard acoustic music sound that good. And you're so close, it's so intimate. So he's playing along there, and then I get my soda water with lime comes. I'm like, this isn't bad. This is, I had talked to Andrea all week about how, I need to do more things like this for my mental health. I need to do more things where, like, go out and celebrate music the way that I used to. Go out and see these singer-songwriters that I used to spend more time doing. Sit there and have a night alone, just enjoying something that I truly love. So I'm sitting there. Oh, here come my sliders. Wow, here they come. The sliders come down. She sets them down. They look delicious. Buttered Hawaiian rolls, pulled pork, jalapeno.
Or if I'm in the audience, I'm like, look, he's eating now. Look at the lonely guy's eating now. Look at that.
I do like the idea that the people all behind me are watching just me and not Jordan Foley.
Because everybody's there.
Why would you watch the ticket that you paid for? You were going to watch the small, lonely man.
They're like, is that Jordan Foley's dad or something? Who is that guy by himself? All right, go ahead.
So I'm sitting there watching, and what happens next is, honestly, in my opinion, at 49 years of age, the single most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me, and I'll explain to you why. Jordan sings 2 songs, and then he goes through a really long speech, and he's telling stories, too, which really made the night. It was super intimate and fun. But the next story, he starts really talking about how much he loves his fiance and now new wife, and he just got married like literally 2 weeks ago. And he starts talking about how she's a performer too, and how, like when he saw her perform, it lit him up, and he's just like, oh my God, it was like why he fell in love with her. And he's like, guys, you're gonna get to experience something we've never done. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite my brand new wife to the stage right now to just sing a couple songs. Place goes fucking crazy. Gosh, she's got all of her friends there, and he's telling these romantic stories, and she gets up there, and I swear to God, she's dressed to the 1000s. Beautiful. Beautiful dress. Like, they have like cohesive outfits on, and it looks so good, right? It's just awesome. And I'm sitting there, and I'm watching, and we're kind of going along. And he's like, she's going to do this song. They sing one song, and then she's going to sing a solo song.
Okay.
Oh my God, what a special treat. We get to see her. She never performs with him. She's going to sing a solo song. She decides to do, and if I remember correctly, but a lot of this has been blacked out of my mind, she's going to do a David Byrne song, like a Talking Heads song. And he's playing guitar, and it's just so cool to see the husband playing it, and she's just singing her ass off, and you can see everybody's captivated. And at that moment, at 7:30, on the dot in Judson's Live, I found out that alarms on a fucking iPhone power through silence. They don't give a fuck. And if you have an alarm set for 7:30 that says, get off your fucking phone and pay attention to your family, which is what the alarm says. In fact, I'm going to put up what the alarm says here.
So I did not know this. So your
in a picture
here.
I
guess maybe I did, because my phone's always on silent. So your alarm.
I'm done with
them.
No, alarms are done. I'm done with them. I can't. I didn't know.
Putting it on silent does not work for the.
How did I not know
alarm.
this? This happened in 2010, Tom. The Apple. I researched this so fucking hard. Apple made this change in 2010. And I have an alarm set at 7:30 to go off, and normally it just vibrates. Now, I don't know why it was full blast. It must be a series of, like, just patterns that I do with my phone. Like, you never hear my phone go off, do you?
No,
it just doesn't go off. It just doesn't. It's not a thing I do. I checked my watch. I checked my phone before I went in there. I made sure I didn't have my fucking pocket knife on. Everything was right. And this fucking alarm, and I'm going to play it for you because it's super fucking embarrassing. Let me get it ready here.
Oh my God, the lonely guy's alarm's going off.
I mean, that one you probably got right.
Show.
That one you probably got right because, let me go into sounds here so you can hear how absolutely terrifying this was. So my alarm goes off at 7:30 on the dot. It's the theme from the fucking show Portlandia.
Okay.
I deserve all the laughs and hate on that. I love
Portlandia.
I love Portlandia.
So it's 2014?
It may have ended in...
I don't know.
No, it ended later than that, I believe. But let me see if I can find the sounds here. I should have been better prepared. But this thing, I played it for you at the radio station, like telling you a little bit of it. It's so fucking loud. Like when the thing went, I'm like, dang, 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 and it's so. I'll give you the next photo. So what happens next is, as the theme is going off, I'm like, I do that move where I'm like, well, where's that coming from? But it's right next to me. It's in the chair. It's in the empty chair. My phone's just sitting there.
No, yeah.
So here in this next, I'm sweating right now just retelling this.
So now you do have an option of pretending it's not you.
Just let it play?
Well,
Because I got to turn it off. It's an alarm, and you got to turn it off.
Now you're in a unique situation where you're at a table by yourself. There's no one else to blame it on. So, but if you're in a crowd,
there would have been no way to blame this on anybody.
Now,
it's my phone.
If you're in a crowd and there's people all around you,
okay, yeah, that may work.
Then you could just be, what the hell? You act insulted, and even though it's coming from your pocket, but no one can really tell in loud noises. They're like, wait, it's around about this area.
Yeah.
But when you're at the table by yourself, there's no looking around and blaming someone else.
There you go. This starts playing.
On the bright side,
so loud, and the acoustics in this room.
Other music, at least, and not just a bang, bang.
The acoustics in this room took, it was. There are other BDMs in the chat room now that were there. Great. I might have to have you call in to tell me how fucking loud it was. So this thing goes off, and here, let me put up the next picture. I don't know what to do, and I'm pressing it to stop on my phone, and it's not stopping. Here, look. Oh, hold on. I went too far. In this next one, look. So there's the first one. I'm trying to hit that stop button. It's not stopping. The second one, I'm hammering every button. I start Apple Paying the sky. I'm hammering the sides of the button. All my credit cards are opening up. I'm trying to.
Is anybody acknowledging this?
Everyone's looking at me. In fact, I think Jordan Foley's beautiful wife's friends were all behind me, videotaping her singing her solo song. So I'm sure they just went, well, this fucking idiot started videotaping me. This is the most embarrassed I've ever been in my life because I couldn't stop it. I don't even know how Jordan reacted. I don't even know how she reacted. I think I saw him turn around and be like, what the fuck is that? And of course he saw me. I'm the easiest and most recognizable person there. I haven't talked to him about it. I haven't apologized. I haven't said anything about it because I didn't know what the fuck to do. It's the most embarrassed I've ever been. And then what I had to do that was so hard, and I executed it, but it's the hardest thing I've had to do personally, is I had to sit there after the fucking alarm went off, my fault, and then try to get it together and act like nothing happened and enjoy the rest of the fucking show. And I couldn't do it because as soon as that thing stopped, I instantly said, oh shit, what if you just snoozed it? What if you just snoozed it? 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10. And then I started counting down 10 minutes because I knew it. Look at this one. This last photo is me about to throw my phone across the fucking Judsons because I'm hammering every button. He's taking photos of my face. He's taking photos of everything.
This is a good reason to never leave the house again.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Because
I'm sweating right now re-describing this.
And then your
I ruined her song. I ruined her fucking song. I did. There's no way around it. And I don't even think there's an apology that makes it any better. It's like his wife had this one time to sing by herself with him at the premier venue in Orlando, and your fucking alarm went off and fucking ruined it. And there's nothing you can do to fix it, dickhead. So every night you have to go to bed knowing you fucking ruined it.
How many times do live performers have to deal with this? I'd say a lot.
And I checked my phone. That's the part that's not fair.
Now that I think back at it, in the big comedy shows I've been to recently or whatever, at least I haven't noticed a lot of people's phones going off or alarms going off, throughout the performance or whatever. It's not, something that happens that much. You'd think it would happen way more.
You would think so. I mean, honestly, I don't think I've ever had that much of a shooting pain in my chest. I didn't know what to do. I had finished my fucking sliders. I instantly wanted to puke everywhere, and then run out. But I didn't, and I haven't said anything about it. Is there any protocol? Do I write Jordan an apology? I'm serious right now.
He probably, honestly, he didn't even, that's not even something that registered in his mind, I bet.
I hope not. I mean, I honestly thought about.
He performs all the time, and this shit happens a lot.
I know, but not with people that want to see him. And I felt like it was extremely disrespectful. I was disappointed in myself, but it was one of those things where I had to lump it. Absolute lump it. There's nothing you can do. You can't go back in time and bring her moment back.
Yeah, but she'll do it again. I
hope so.
She's a performer. It's not this the one time,
I thought about writing him an email.
One speech in life.
And apologizing. Andrea's like, what the fuck are you? Like, my poor wife. The number of times she shakes her head and just looks at me like, what are you fucking? I was like, I'll write him an email. I can fix this. She's like, you can't fix it. She's like, shut the fuck up. You apologize, tell the story on the show, and apologize about it. It was an accident, and move the fuck on. She's like, do not write them a letter. And I'm like, okay.
So speaking of your wife, and Andrea, if you're listening to this, call in.
She's in the chat room. You want her to call in?
Well, because Daniel was mentioning something, and we were having a conversation this morning, and it became obvious that this is happening, and I would think that it...
What, I'm becoming a bewildered, dumb old man? Little old man?
No, that...
Jordan Foley's grandpa? Like, what's happening?
That doctors are for sure profiling people and not giving the people that they think will like pain pills too much pain pills. And for whatever reason in my mind, because profiling has been there's such a thing in society that we shouldn't do, that I thought that it for the most part has been eradicated in a large part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And most doctors are not going to do it, but for sure they're doing it, and we have proof. Because Daniel, okay, so let's go back.
It's happened twice. You want to go back to gallbladder?
So when we'll talk to Andrea, because this is the first time, and
she's calling right now.
And next week for Thanksgiving, we're doing another kids cast for Thanksgiving. We're bringing all the kids.
Kidcast's gonna be fun. Yeah, Kidcast's gonna be fun.
And so
guarantee you, Maisie will turn the fucking cell phone off.
Crystal and Andrea are coming, and we're bringing all the kids on the show. But
I want to talk anime with your boys and see if they'll adopt me.
And Daniel's mentioned it a couple times, but Andrea had a surgery on her nose to remove a skin cancer.
I haven't talked about it in detail, so I'll give you guys a little more of the download here. She says she's calling, but nobody is picking up. Well,
yeah, I saw it ringing there.
Oh, did you? Hold on, let me see. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, hold on just real quick. And then you can actually, you're here.
Yeah, let Andrea explain.
You can explain. Yeah, explain what's going on.
Because for sure you don't know all the details.
No. You know why? Because I don't care about all the details. But explain what's happening.
No, the reason Daniel doesn't know all the details because he goes, ew, gross. Oh, I'm going to pass out. Oh, I got to go lay down. So, I'm going to.
Okay, well, you didn't need to say
that's a supportive husband.
Yeah, you didn't need to go full honesty, but that's okay. That's fine.
So in October, I had skin cancer removed from my nose. Ended up being pretty significant.
Are you on your Puerto Rican Bluetooth by chance?
No, is it bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Are you in your car?
Hold on. Nope. Hold on.
That's better.
I just switched.
That's better. But take the Puerto Rican Bluetooth.
So,
you save that for Home Depot. You don't use that
I've said this before, but Mr. Tooth, can you fix your goddamn business?
Yeah, Bluetooth is the worst thing in the world.
Hey, wait. I'm in my office.
No, not you. I'm talking to Mr. Tooth.
Yeah.
Because it's all sucks.
Mr. Tooth.
Like, our Bluetooth stinks.
It's terrible.
It stinks in my truck. I'm talking to my wife. I'm like,
iPads,
you can hear nothing.
The iPods, the earpods, whatever, those all suck. They're all terrible. Okay, so go ahead.
You guys are ridiculous. You don't even know how to work your own equipment, and you're yelling.
Yeah, the skin cancer's made her spicier. I know.
Hey, you were on Bluetooth, and the audio sucked. Now that you're off of it, it's good. And that happens with everybody. All right, go ahead.
So, yes. So I had skin cancer removed from my nose. It was pretty significant. I was at the doctor's for 8 hours getting it removed. They cut my nose 3 times. And
you don't really have much of a nose to begin with. I mean,
Andrea, what'd you notice that he even got because when all this happened, I was like, oh shit! I mean, should I be paying attention to my body? Because I've never paid attention.
It does.
Yeah. I've never. If I had a new spot, I would notice and be like, "Has this been here forever?" I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't even tell you.
I don't know what my body looks like.
I see spots on your faces all the time, but I don't say anything.
I'm not joking. If you showed me 10 pairs of hands, including my own hands, I wouldn't be able to pick them out of the lineup.
Even if they were black. Those would be the easy ones. Those would be the easy ones. You're like, I got 3 of these. They're like multiple choice.
And the Asian. I know the Asian.
So I go annually because I am very fair. And so there was a spot a year ago, and they froze it, and then life gets in the way, and I never went back to, they never said to come back. And
right.
Anyway, so I went for my annual in September, and I said, I have this spot, it just will not heal. And she goes, ooh, I think that's skin cancer. So she biopsied it, we got it back, and it was skin cancer. So then I had to undergo this treatment called a Mohs, where they keep cutting until they get the right margin, so they get all of the skin cancer out.
And if you could pause for just a second, I think that procedure is pretty damn caveman. If you think about it, it's like, hey, we got these tools and we can register it, but we're just going to keep shaving your nose down until we get a slice that doesn't have cancer in it. Then you're good.
Yeah,
that's pretty wild to me, but that's where we're at.
It was pretty wild. And come to find out, they went down to the cartilage because they had to go so deep and so wide on my nose. And so the treatments were, I could get a skin flap, where they cut your forehead and they flap a piece of skin down to your nose. Have you guys
seen that? Here, I'll show you on my forehead. So what they do is right here, like right on each side here, they would cut, and then they take the center of your forehead and they flap it down, and then they connect it to your nose so you have blood flow coming from your own body healing your nose. And Andrea said, oh, no, thank you.
Yeah. Who's taking that one?
Because that's the disgusting monster one. A lot of old people get it, right, babe?
Yes, a lot of old people, because they're inside. They don't lead a crazy life and everything. And I was like, I can't do that. Like, I need to be able to leave the house, and like I have stuff to do. And so, I'm crying in there with the plastic surgeon because he's telling me these are my only choices, either that sad, or a delayed skin graft. So that means I will have an open wound on my face for 3 weeks while I let it heal a little bit, because they cannot graft over cartilage.
Yeah. And she found this out on like a Monday afternoon of being there all day. Like it was a heavy Monday, man. Yeah. That's a lot. That was a lot.
Yeah, so it was a lot. But then I went and I got a second opinion, because I want, when somebody's like cutting on your face or going to heal your face, you're like, I need a little bit more of an opinion. So I found another doctor that I liked, and he did say the skin graft was the best bet. So we waited a little bit, and so I was to undergo surgery on Monday. So I get all ready. He's putting me under for this, because it is like on my nose. It's close to my face, my eyeballs and lots of things, and you have to have a steady hand. But I get there, and he goes, I think it's healed enough we don't have to skin graft you. And I was like, well, that's a plus, and that's great news and stuff. So he puts me under, and I have 9 stitches down my nose right now. So he put me back together.
It's extremely impressive what this guy did.
It's probably because you live a healthy lifestyle. Like that's
what I was thinking.
Like, let's say everybody in this room is not healing.
Yeah, no.
You're like, it's gotten worse.
I'm a ooze and it falls off kind of guy.
Have you been drinking every day since we did this?
Your skin has no moisture, only alcohol in it, sir.
Have you been blowing cigarette smoke in this? Sorry.
And I mean, yes, you need to go get your skin checked, because had I left it and it got into my sinuses, it would have really probably screwed up my face. But anyway, so he, I've been released. I'm pretty swollen. They gave me some Oxycontin.
Okay, so all right, this is where the story comes in. All right, all this for Oxycontin.
Oh. Yeah. We don't care about your procedure. Get whatever, yada yada.
I wrote to Daniel, get to the pain pills. So this is where I figured out that doctors are profiling their patients.
Bigger than shit. Bigger than shit.
Because Daniel, earlier this year, had his hip replaced, which they chop off your femur bone, and then
they saw with a chainsaw,
and then they have to hammer. And I saw Travis Pastrana get his hip replaced, and he put the actual surgery video, and they have to hammer, a rod.
It's a spike
into your
rod
femur.
Is what they call it. It's a fucking spike, guys. It's a spike
into the biggest bone in your entire body, your femur, that they've cut in half, and they're hammering like gang, gang.
But they broke my femur. They broke my femur.
And then they wrap it in some wires, and then and they gave Daniel 6 pain pills.
6 pain pills.
And then they gave Andrea a whole bottle of 30.
You want to know how 35?
I have 35 Oxycontin.
35 Oxycontin.
35?
And they
Christmas in November.
What? But no. But I'm not even taking them, because they make your poop rock hard. and I am
She's been
having some
complaining
trouble
about hard poop. I'm like, that'll
And
make
I'm
my
like,
poop normal. Give me those. Give me those motherfuckers.
That's what helps your alcoholic diarrhea.
Give me that shit.
It evens it out.
Yeah, we need a solid 15 and 15. Tom and Dan. 15 for T, 15 for D.
But your
That'll
doctor
make our poops good.
So, like, and I'm not downplaying your surgery. Like,
I'll
of course it hurt,
downplay it. I'll downplay it. She's fine. She's doing everything for Maisie. It didn't look like she didn't hit the ground running.
but your nose compared to your femur, right? You know what I'm saying? But just as like huge body parts.
35 Oxycontin.
And they looked at Daniel's full sleeve tattoos.
Stupid beard, stupid beard.
Yeah. His personality.
Yeah, he's chirping so much. They're like, this guy's a fucking drug addict.
Yeah, his clothes and everything. And
Yeah,
they didn't give him shit.
I'm dressed like a teen. I've got yellow Crocs on. They're like, this guy loves to smoke weed.
And then Andrea comes in there. She's
I'm just gonna put them in. I'm putting them in the back of the closet.
I'm going to pull him to the front of the closet.
I'm glad you told Daniel.
Yeah, I'll find him. I'm like a fucking...
No, he's not allowed to have an It says my name on it.
Oh, your phone's breaking up. And it really is. And it really is. I'm not faking that. Normally I'd be faking it, but it sounds like your phone is actively breaking up.
It's the pain pill gods.
What if we have begged for pain pills for so long that, like, almost like a Moana or something, there is a pain pill god, and he's like, today, today I give Tom and Dan 15 pills apiece, Oxycontin.
Pain pill god have a different accent.
Hey, you want me? Hey, I got the pill for you, motherfucker.
I think more of a redneck.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
So Andrea, they didn't have to do a skin graft. They just basically stitch
Micro stitch. It's really impressive when you see. I mean, it is gross. It's a real deal, but when you see how he stitched it, you're like, wow, dude, you're an artist.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Daniel to come home because the bandage is off now. He hasn't seen me with the bandage off.
I have not.
It's just a real. It's pretty
gnarly.
Frankenstein. But no, he's one of the best plastic surgeons. He's actually a hand surgeon. I'm going to give him his name to you so you can go get your hands looked at.
He's one of the best hand surgeons in the city. He does both. Imagine being so
I don't have
smart.
tattoos or anything, so they'll give me.
They'll give you everything. Wear a long sleeve to cover up the ship one. But
I gotta pretend like I don't want them.
But the one with your dad, because it's such a
That's
good,
the key.
like, it's a tribute to your father. I feel like you earn no heat because of that tattoo.
Yeah, but you
know
can't
what I mean?
tell. They look at they're like, this guy likes them.
Well, look at mine. Mine's an
Take
elephant.
Advil.
Mine's an elephant with no eyeballs, like smoking weed. You know, it might as well be the Cat in the Hat fisting himself or something. You know, ridiculous. Well, babe, I'm coming for those pills, right? I'm coming for them.
I'm gonna hide them. I'm gonna hide them.
All right, Andrea, we'll
Get
see
better,
you on
baby.
Tuesday. All right.
Okay.
We'll see you next
Bye.
Tuesday.
Okay, bye.
Hey,
Love you.
I love you too. I love you too.
And we're just joking. We know the pain pills ruin lots of lives.
Yeah, don't get all mad about it. Like, they're not going to ruin our lives. We know our ways around it. Only weak
We're
people.
cool.
Only weak people get their lives ruined
Come
by
on.
it because it gets a hold of them. It's never going to get a hold of me. I'll tell you that. Right?
I'm stronger than
Famous
that.
last words, right? Oh my God! Next thing you know, I'm sucking dick on Clark. I'm on Clark's tugboat, smoking crack and sucking dicks. I will do it.
All right, let's take a break.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, I want to tell you about a documentary I watched over the past couple days.
We got good music too, man. Lots of new. It's funny because like when you feel like, and this is me being political, but not being political. When it seems like people are fighting about politics a lot, you do end up getting a lot of good music on all sides because it feels like people have a lot to say. So it's funny because the CDs that I get, or CDs, Jesus Christ, the MP3s, and even that sounds old, right? The MP3s that I get sent, even that's old. But the really, really good music, the name of this band is Converge. We're going to go heavy on this first track. The name of the song is Love Is Not Enough. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan right after this. Fair Villa Mega Store, the place where you could buy very beautiful pajamas. I'll just go very modern.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You could buy
Is
you could buy your grandma a pair of nice pajamas, cozy, nice pajamas from Fair Villa Mega Store, or you could buy your wife a crotchless panty set from there. You see what I'm getting down
Sexy
here?
lingerie.
Yeah, they got everything. They got festival wear. They got sexual wellness products, massage oils, candles, novelty gifts. All of the massagers, if you know what I mean.
By the way, great novelty gifts for Christmas parties and stocking stuffers.
Sanford. The Sanford location is just slammed full of tons of great stuff.
Yeah, and there are multiple Central Florida locations from Fairville Megastore. There's East Palaca. There is Sanford, obviously.
Secrets.
There's the OG locations. There's Secrets Hideaway in Kissimmee.
Is that like if you go to Secrets and maybe you forgot your massager and you're like, I'll just pick one up at Fairville?
Yeah.
While I'm there.
Yeah. Also, if you're in Kissimmee, it's right there. There's a location over on the coast, a location on iDrive. And Daniel's right. They have a tremendous amount of different products, from mild to wild, as corny as that is.
I hate saying that, but they're one
there's some wild stuff.
Yeah, there's some crazy. I mean, you can put it in your beehole, or you can like get yourself
some massage oil and a Kama Sutra book.
Like, what do you want? You want a lavender candle? They got it. But if you want a lavender candle that goes right in your ass, they got that too. They got that too.
Yeah. They've got a lot. You can check them out online at fairvilla.com. Proud sponsors of the Bad at Business Beer Fest.
I'm not sure there are hidden messages in my work.
All right, Cadillac Pat, you motherfucker. I fucking found it. I found the fucking treasure. I fucking found it.
Now,
no one controls me.
Now, technically, our guest...
No, I found it. They didn't even see it. But
he pointed near it.
No, he pointed at something else, and I was like, holy shit. That's how treasures are found in movies, right? In Goonies, one fat kid pulls a lever, and then the other kids go, the skull and the treasure. You're not the fat kid. You're not fat kid. I didn't mean you're fat. You know what I mean. I'm very excited.
So we found Cadillac Pat's treasure that he had, which is just a picture of him that he put over a damn founding member's picture. It was kind of screwed up. Oh no! He added it. He added it.
Leave it. Yeah, leave it on there. Leave it on there. Leave it on. He earned that.
Oh yeah.
He earned that. Oh, you want to see it? Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Well, I'm going to put this on a camera and see if I can swing this over. It's right there on the founder wall.
It's next to...
it's the very bottom. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys here. Hold on. I'm going to do this for you.
And by the way, I know we've told this story before, but there's a corporate time sticker on one of the founders' pictures. And this is a bizarre story. So,
is this the attorney that was being a real dickhead?
Well, no, he just didn't want his picture up. So, like...
No, but it wasn't just that. He was a real... I'll say it. The way
we used his picture without his permission because I thought that you were like, you paid into this.
No, it was different than that. No, it was different than that. Your side, like the way he spoke to me was like a cock ass. And it doesn't matter what we're doing. If you don't speak to me with respect, you're a cock ass. But there it is. There's the picture of that's our treasure. You can see it there. On the YouTube channel. There you go.
He paid for a founding membership, and part of it was like getting your picture on a plaque in the studio forever. And then so the people and we try to get everybody's pictures and submit them, but the people that didn't submit their pictures, we just grabbed because we figured people were like, whatever, but we wanted to, hey, you paid $250, you helped us start the studio, and so we took their pictures off of Facebook because we figured like, hey, I want to give the people what we promise is like, just so that it seems fair.
Well, it was
you paid us money.
Our side of the bargain. We're not going to
we took this guy's picture from his Facebook, and then once he saw, like, we were like, hey, we made the plaque, we did what we said, and the guy's like, I didn't approve that. Take my picture off.
Oh, no, no.
Shit.
And then he started doing the thing where, because you didn't have to email him, like, then he started doing the thing, well, I'm going to have to, this is going to litigation now. We're going to litigation of your fucking photo. You're being a cock ass. That's what cock asses do.
It's public. It's on your Facebook. It's not like,
and we're not even saying anything bad about you. It's not like people are looking at it. They're like, wait a minute, who's
no
that
one even
guy?
know. But it was like it's easier for people to find your pictures on social media than it is even in the goddamn corner
of
our studio. It's weird.
And people do that more now than they've ever done it. People like being a hard time, and people like pretending that they're more important than they are. And sir, you were not important, more important than anybody else. You knew we were trying to do something good, and you decided to be a pain in my ass and give me a hard time, and you're a cock ass.
There's only like 50 important people in the world. There it is. It doesn't include
And I'm not one
anybody
of
listening to
them.
this.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
one of them.
So a couple things. One, and I started thinking about this because first, it's completely fake, but second, it's a
Moon landing.
It's a story that's been spreading around because it's worded wrong, and I'll explain. So I'm sure everybody by now has seen some sort of news pop up on their Facebook or social media that Kevin Spacey's homeless, right? Like, I don't know if it's popped up on anybody, so.
One of my top 5 stories.
And then, of course, when it pops up, I'm like, Kevin Spacey's homeless. We're going to talk about this on the show, because we're always looking for and we've talked about Kevin Spacey and joked around about him
He's
for a long
fascinating.
time on the show.
I loved his Thanksgiving videos that he used to do, and I think he still does them, where he takes on his character of the President of the United States. I forget that gentleman's name from House of Cards, and then he does a really weird turkey stuffing video every year.
And there are so many people that have done nefarious things and have gotten in trouble for one reason or another. I always have to look up all these people and what they really did again.
Well, he
was like, what this guy do again?
Well, he was not in trouble.
Well, he got acquitted, legally.
He got legally acquitted.
But it's just like Deshaun Watson or whatever else. Like when there's a list of, when over 5 people, and I think in Kevin Spacey's like 9 people came out and said like this guy is a sexual predator.
5 won't do it for you, but 9 will do it.
Wait, well, I'm just saying over like when it's multiple people are saying the same thing is like you have a problem, you have a mental illness, you're a sexual predator, and you fucked up your career at the very least, and you deserve to. You're an entertainer, and you did these things, and the entertainment business doesn't owe you shit, and you fucked up your career, and that's on you. At the very least, and at the most, you're a goddamn monster.
Well, see, Christine.
So
Christine says it's kind of unfair that he's blacklisted when a sexual predator is the president. Here's what I would say to that: Kevin Spacey's unliked. I don't think whether or not he did anything even matters. I just don't think people like the guy. You can say what you want to about Trump or whatever he is. There are people that like him. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I don't think people like Kevin Spacey, and I'm trying not to make this political, but I think Kevin Spacey is a guy that whether he did it or whether he didn't do it, there is something borderline with all of us. When we look at the guy, we're like, you don't deserve to another chance. We're done with you.
So then the story is he's homeless, and then when I see that I'm like, all right, good or whatever, or like you did it to yourself, whatever. But then also I was like, wait a minute, he's actually homeless, because when you use the word homeless, you are implying
that's supposed to say unhoused,
that he is on the streets, right? And then he's like, I have been forced now to stay at hotels and Airbnbs.
Only the nicest.
And then it's like, so like you can rent a house, and he's like, and the story goes on to say he's just traveling around working, and wherever he's working, he rents Airbnbs and hotels. And by the way, that's not homeless.
No.
Homeless implies that you do not have a place to stay.
Well, also
you're a renter.
This also
half the goddamn the United States are renters.
Sure, but doesn't this funnel down to what I was saying? When you are a guy who did bad things, and even if you get acquitted, and then you start saying you're homeless, and we know you're not homeless, we don't like you, then we're all at a fuck off Kevin Spacey. I think that's where we're all at.
But the reason this story has been spread around so much is because they use the word homeless and it's false.
Well, it's a good headline.
And then everybody in the comments, look at the comments, everybody's like, he's not homeless, he's staying in hotels.
Right.
He's fucking got money,
Well, it started with him selling his home, right? Remember, he did have a home.
And then
he said it was like a Boston, sort of super fancy Boston flat or something he had, and then he had to piece it out and sell it or whatever.
And didn't Elon Musk sell all his homes and now he just rents fucking mansions?
He doesn't have a home.
Like, you're going to call Elon Musk homeless? Like,
well,
it's ridiculous.
He also has those tiny little modular homes, and he has one on the site that I guess occasionally he'll stay in or something. I don't know, man. These people are all fucking crazy.
So, and then I watched the Eddie Murphy documentary on Netflix, Being Eddie. And
how good does he look, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
has he had work done?
No.
Is that just black don't crack?
Yes. Yeah.
He's a very handsome, now, when you look at Eddie Murphy now, like when he's dressed in all black, when he kind of does that leathery thing with like a beanie or the glasses, I look, wow, you're a very, he's always been a good looking dude, but to me, I'm like, man, you hold your age really well, Eddie.
And all the other black comedians look good except for Dave Chappelle, who's turning into Clayton Big. Just saying, like for some reason, the black don't crack did not work for Dave Chappelle.
You know what doesn't work with Dave for me is the jumpsuits. They did for a minute, but now that everything is everything's a flight suit, cigarettes will kill you.
The smoking got Dave. It aged his face, I think, because Jamie Foxx looks just as good as Murphy does.
You know what's also off-putting for Dave? And then I'll let you continue. It's off-putting sometimes when you see Dave and he's got on a tank top because he'll look skinny, dumpy, smoky with massive Popeye arms. He is like big, like you can tell he
buff phase.
You can tell he works his arms out, and that's about where he stops.
So the documentary was really good, I thought, and I realized when I was watching this that I didn't know much about Eddie Murphy's, like who he was, and it's interesting that how young he was when Raw and Delirious came out, because this guy,
he's in his 20s, right?
He blew up at like 19, 20. He got an SNL like a real young, and then it was an immediate movie star. And it's funny because he's like, I don't know when he was born, but I think he was around your age or a little bit older, maybe in his 50s now. But when I was a kid, he was a grown adult in my perception.
Oh, wait, when he was my age, you mean?
Well, I don't know. I think he's in his 50s now.
Did you? That's insulting to me. You're saying that I'm as old as fucking Eddie Murphy right now? You have no concept of fucking time, dude. That is so fucking no. He's a different generation than me.
Is he?
Yeah, he wasn't born in 76. He's not 40. I'm 49 years old, dude.
He's fit.
Don't let the beard confuse you.
Well, you're confusing all of us.
He's 64 years old. That's a way different generation.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I thought he was younger
different.
than that. He looks way younger than you right now. That's not my fault. When Johnny Knoxville dresses up an old man and they launch him into the ceiling, I'm like, that old man got launched.
I think I look more mature. I don't go with old.
So, but now that you watch this documentary, like, and everybody else has seen it, I think we'll probably have the same opinion. I realized, like, oh man, this guy is just a super artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know why I never knew, like, I never put him in that category before. I guess he was kind of like a mystery.
You don't think of black people being artists.
No, because, like, you know what it is? It's like, he's like Jamie Foxx, but on steroids. Like, Jamie Foxx is like, he can dramatic act.
Yeah, Jamie can do it all.
All impressions and do stand-up.
He can even have a stroke and hide it from us for years.
But Eddie Murphy, obviously, I think I would put him on, a little bit higher than Jamie Foxx.
I think
obviously.
He's funnier.
But it is a good documentary, and his, like, most of it is showing off his goddamn ridiculous mansion that he's got, which...
it's him walking around with the puppets, right?
Yeah, he's got some puppets.
He has the Cosby puppet.
He's a little weird, but how can you not be? But I say a little weird, he's the most well-adjusted super celebrity that I've seen, in the fact that he, like, in the documentary, he kind of, like, you know, he kind of became a recluse, and he just became a family man.
What's he worth?
I don't know, hundreds of millions, I imagine. But
and you know what's funny?
He has 10 kids.
Somebody in the chat room said, Ryan said, he's like, Shrek money will get you a mansion. I forget that he's in Shrek. I forget that he's in Shrek, because that wasn't what did it for me. You know, like, I was more the Raw, Delirious, Saturday Night Live. Go get a hot tub. Want to keep it there? Well, go get a hot tub. Yay, well. All the old impressions, all of that. Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop. Another 48 Hours. All this, you know, and then the documentary kind of shows when he became a family man. He started doing more family, movies and family style. You know, when there's Dr. Dolittle and the
$200 million.
Yeah. And it's not even that much. And now today's money, You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, that's what they just paid Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know,
Why you
you're telling me that Eddie Murphy...
Everything he says is to hurt me. Everything he says is to hurt me.
You tell me that Eddie Murphy and Kirk Cousins got the same money?
That's the worst example you've ever said. That makes me so angry. In fact, why did you even say that?
No, I'm just saying.
I would rather Eddie Murphy be our QB.
Yeah. Like, you know,
I'd have more confidence in Eddie.
But you know how talented Eddie Murphy is, and you gave the same amount of money to old Kirk.
Well, Eddie could do other things that Eddie could do that I would say Jamie Foxx can do, but not like Eddie. Eddie seemed to like the dancing aspect, the movement aspect, the Pratt, whatever, like you want to call that, physical comedy.
Yeah.
Eddie is like just as good as anyone.
No, yeah, and he's funny in the documentary too, and you can tell he's still got it. Like, and and he even talks about like he's like, could I do stand up? Yeah, I probably could. You know, it's like I write down funny things, and he probably could. The problem is it's almost impossible, and that's why he kind of stopped because it was impossible to train to keep doing it.
Yeah,
because he got so famous that he couldn't even go into any clubs because he was on a different level than Chappelle. Even like Chappelle, he got insanely famous, but then got blackballed and was able to still go work clubs.
Correct.
Like, and without it being too much of a media thing.
Eddie couldn't do that. Well, there was nothing in place to do that.
He's an A-list movie star.
It kind of feels like Dave almost created what was in place to do that. Like it would be on lockdown. Eddie was at a time when it was true celebrity.
Yeah.
Like true.
Yeah, A-list movie star. And when you become an A-list movie star, that's different than the A-list comedian.
I also think it's harder for comedians too. So when Eddie Murphy broke and hit tip-top A-list #1 comedian in the world, to achieve that is so significant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, to be the funniest and A-list comedian, to me, weighs heavier than A-list musician, A-list regular actor.
So
much harder.
Another funny little tidbit from this documentary, not to ruin it, because it's, you know...
well, it's a documentary.
But the funny other tidbit I notice is that because he's kind of reclusive and he's like a homebody, you know, he's in a giant mansion for the most part. He's in a small group.
I'm kind of like that, but poor.
Yeah. He got in... His favorite show was Ridiculousness. Because it was on all the time, and then
that must have made you feel a little better, right? Because you and your family have loved Ridiculousness.
And then think about Rob Dyrdek. Like Rob Dyrdek he'll openly admit that he created that show knowing that he could just puke it out episode after episode, and it didn't even matter.
He wanted to get more efficient.
It was volume,
and he used
it wasn't quality. Yeah, he'll tell you.
Go sign up for his that joke I made. Go sign up for his wait list to optimize your time. He'll tell you about it. He'll tell you that he used Ridiculousness as a way to train himself to be the most efficient at that. Like he could do 14 shows a day. Yeah. I think he got up to.
And it's not like they even approved the clips. It was just like, just get the clips out, just pump them out. I'll say some shit, whatever. Whoever shows up.
It's kind of like what we do
show
here,
after show. Yeah,
except we don't make any money.
Yeah. And could you imagine, maybe like you're pumping out this shit, and then Eddie Murphy is there fucking watching your shit.
Yeah.
You know, like randomly because he's like in his mansion and he's just flipping channels and comes across ridiculous. And it's bizarre, like that kind of shit could happen. Like someone like Eddie Murphy is watching some stupid ass fucking ridiculous.
Do we have an Eddie Murphy now? Do we have somebody like who?
I don't think we. Who's
our number? It's Nate Bargatze's our #1 guy right now, right?
Yeah, but he everything's so segmented, it'll never be what it was, and it'll never. Ever.
Well, that's why
it's already gone. It cannot go back to like a small amount of entertainment we had,
right?
Because we live in a different world.
I do have a theory about Nate and how he can get to that next level too. Because I do believe that he is #1, but just to piggyback on comedians, we're talking about it. Did you see the story this week where he's following through with his plan to bring back his quote Opryland USA theme park? He's pushing ahead with Nateland. Yeah. He's gonna do it. I think he picked an area. I think he's got backers and investors, and like it looks as if he is going to do it. So, I mean, if there's anybody that's going to try and emulate that level of comedian, let's say star power, I lean to him because he's doing it in different ways. He knows he can't do it with traditional, because he is the biggest comedian with the most eyes on him now. But imagine if he does pull off the theme park. Do you, as a businessman, think he can do it?
The theme park?
Yeah.
I think it's a bad... Well, it's not... It's got to be a passion project. It's not a money
No,
thing.
it is a passion project,
Yeah.
and he says that. But do you think he can pull it off? Because sometimes I think passion projects, if done correctly, can fuel your brand
If you
heavily.
throw money, I would bet against it because
You like betting against things.
Yes, but also it's one of these things where down the line, your dream of what you thought it would be is different than the reality of what it is. And sometimes, like,
Gotcha.
you know, so owning a theme park, the dream of it is different than the reality. All of a sudden, you're like, how these problems, something happens, you get on those, and lawsuits are happening, and then now you're buried in a sea of never-ending lawsuits and things breaking down and employees' problems, and then you're just like, God damn.
Well, you have other people do that, you know, for you. And,
Yeah.
and he basically ran through his plan online or something. And when you look through it, he talks about the stuff you're talking about, that he will not be dealing with that.
Yeah,
And
but
he does have people in place to handle that, which is interesting. I've never seen anybody get this far.
But if those people do it wrong, then all of a sudden you're like, well, this is losing money. And
Right.
you're like, everybody I
But
hired is bad.
Why assume they're going to lose money? Why not go on the positive side of things and say, like, hey, maybe we can do this? Why not? Because aren't you going to do a better job thinking you can do it than you are if you're like, I don't know, maybe what if they do a bad job?
Yeah, but is that person that you set to run it have as much passion as you do?
Well, they
That
never
doesn't-
will.
Yeah,
They never will.
yeah.
But
That's the killer.
But if you got eyes on it, you know,
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
it's a big enough company.
The eyes on it, that's the thing. You can never step away. And that's the shit. Like, we thought about buying a franchise, and we're like, oh, yeah, just hire some people to run it. It doesn't work like that.
Qdoba. We're going to get a Qdoba franchise.
If you're not, you know, have your hands in it and fucking, you know, like, it's not just going to magically run itself perfectly. Like, your people, you know.
He's got the right amount of money,
Yeah.
though, to pay people that can do it like him.
If it's a money suck. And then, but he does have the right amount of money.
Like, if anybody can do it, I think he would be the guy to do it.
But back to Murphy, like I forgot, like with, you know, even coming to America and the clumps and stuff, his ability to play multiple characters and have them be distinct from each other and individual, and like everybody was talking about it. They're like, Jesus Christ, this guy's playing 5 different characters talking to each other, and they're all really different with different accents, and they have like and like that's a goddamn talent that was underappreciated at the time.
At one point, I think in the clumps, I think he played like 20 different or 15 different guys.
Dude,
'Cause
Coming
he
to
does
America.
Well, he does
in the barbershop.
The barbershops, yeah. Like he did that.
Playing a white Jewish guy, which he even joked around at the time that people didn't, like when people saw the movie, they didn't even know it was him.
Yeah. In fact, I was one of those guys. The first time that they snuck the white Jewish guy in there, I did not know that was Eddie Murphy. Somebody had to tell me that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not looking for it, right? Like, I'm not like...
There's no internet, too, so you couldn't even know.
Well, also, it's not one of those things where you'd actively think, like, oh, that's Eddie Murphy playing a white Jewish guy. Like, that doesn't even... That's not even on my bingo card, man, at all.
Yeah,
but I might have to check this out, man. Like, this... Did you learn... Was his childhood normal?
Yeah, it was pretty normal. Like his dad died.
Is that a rarity?
But then his stepdad came in, and his stepdad was like an ex-boxer, and then he was like, I really appreciated him. He brought discipline to my house, and like he was a good guy. So it was not, you know, and like he was one of those anomalies where you grow up always wanted to be famous and have that drive and like obsessed with it, and then never got into drugs either, never drank, never smoked, never did shit. So like he went through the Belushi and all these, everybody's going crazy, cocaine, drugs, alcohol, and he kept himself clean the whole time because he was like obsessed with his work ethic and like doing, you know, so that he was able to, and then got a family, had 10 kids, became a family man, you know. Like seems like he's pretty grounded.
Did you see
and like normal and not crazy? And it's like, goddamn, this guy kind of pulled it off.
Does he address any of the narrative about like how SNL treated him versus how they treated other people? Because there is some bitterness there, and little things that I've seen online where, and I'll just try to sum it up quickly. I think they try to paint the picture of like Eddie Murphy when his career and some of his movies started to dip or were on the decline, that they felt like SNL would take shots at him.
Yeah,
but
so
somebody like Bill Murray
brings that up.
Somebody like Bill Murray, you know, and then some people claim that this is a racism thing. Like, yeah, of course you're going to make fun of the black guy because his career is on the dip. But when Bill Murray's doing exactly the same thing, you don't make fun of his fucking movies sucking.
Yeah.
So why are you doing it to Eddie Murphy and not doing it to Bill Murray? Bill Murray is a known dickhead. to some people.
Yeah.
Also known to be nice to some people, but also a known dickhead. Like we had what's his name? Comedian does impressions. Got beat up by Bill Murray at SNL.
Oh, Chris Redd?
No. Taller, good-looking guy, left SNL, did impressions, black guy. No, not Guy Torrey, but he's an impressionist. But we have a clip of him talking about Jay Farrow. Thank you. Jay Farrow was in here talking about how Bill Murray's a straight-up lunatic dickhead.
Yeah.
So did they?
Yeah, he mentioned that when they started taking shots at him, he's like, "Fuck SNL." But then
it was David Spade. I thought they took a shot at him.
Yeah, and then he came back and he did that special with Chappelle and Tracy Morgan.
Yeah. Charles the Bugman says, "Did he address the tranny?" Not supposed to say tranny, Charles. You know what I say?
He did not address that.
You know what I say? I say person of trans. I feel like that's fair. Person of trans.
No, he did not. He put this documentary out. He's not going to add that in there.
Yeah.
This is not done by a third party.
And what was the deal on that? Like, was that he found a trans person and then was like, uh-oh, or did he go through with it?
It was not in the documentary at all.
Okay.
It was not even mentioned.
Well, that's what I want to know. I want to know about this person of trans.
But anyway, it's good. So tell me about this national anthem.
Yeah. You want to end with this before we take a break? Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I'm talking to this guy online, but I think maybe he blocked me because maybe he thought I was going to try to set him up. But a listener on our Reddit page put in our Reddit thread what they feel like is a great national anthem to go up against Carl Lewis's I'll make up for it now.
Okay.
We have declared that's
the best one.
That's the best national anthem. And then this listener says, nope, I got one I want you guys to listen to. So I played it because I'm going to vet this before I bring it to the show, right? And I'm watching this. I'm like, this is fake. This is fake as fuck. This shit ain't fake. It's not fake. In fact, I found the guy on Facebook. He's a younger gay man who married a guy. He's married in Texas. He is a singer. He doesn't do that anymore. Now he works a real job. I found him on Facebook. I found his profile. I reached out to him. We were talking a little bit. Now he's radio silent. But I was trying to get him to come on the show and talk about how you felt after doing something like this, or did people reach out to you? Are we the first person to interview
Was that at
you?
a game?
It was, I believe it was at, and I'm going to play it for you. I believe it was at a horse race.
No, okay. All right.
And the way that this guy sings it, I was extremely impressed in this particular thing here. Hold on, I'm going to
Now, so he obviously messes it up in some way.
Well, do you want to hear it and see if you can figure out where he messes it up?
All right.
Because he kind of powers through, to tell you the truth. I mean, it's extremely impressive what he does. All right, the guy's name is Gage Charles.
Okay.
It's his real name, and you'll hear him. They introduce him here. Here we go. I'm going to set this up for you. Here we go. Here's a little Gage Charles.
By Gage Charles. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
So far, so good, right?
Yeah.
Not bad. Good job, Gage. I like his voice. Very good. Good job, Gage.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars were so gallantly there, as though rockets were there, and the twilight's last gleaming.
Hold on. Were the rockets there? I think they were there.
Now he did do the best case scenario of saying words in the right manner of the song.
I said, and this is not a knock on you. This is not a knock on you.
Some people may have not noticed.
I don't take it this way. I don't think you would have noticed. So far, I think he's in the clear. If Tom Van's there, you're like, oh, that's good.
I would have been like, what?
Yeah.
I would have thought, I was like, was that wrong?
Yeah.
I would have questioned myself. I was like, is that how it's always been?
Okay, so I'll go back a little bit more. So here we go. Because it takes a turn. Here we go.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars were so gallantly there, as though rockets were there.
They were there, the rockets. Okay, here we go.
Twilight's last gleam.
Here we go.
And the rockets' red glare were so gallantly there. Burst stripes were were all there.
The stripes were all there.
And the rockets were there.
The rockets were also there.
Oh, man.
Say, does that star-spangled banner yet glade?
Let it glade.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yay! All right.
At this point,
Gage Charles, everybody.
you say home of the there. You've already fucked it up. So you have to just say it.
I love this.
Just-
Like, the rockets were there and the stripes were all there. The stripes were all there, and yes, the rockets still there. Right? This is fun. It's kind of fun to sing it like that. So I reached out to him on Facebook, and I thought for a split second he was interested in coming on the show to explain how you recover from this, and then I believe he blocked me.
Yeah.
Like I
Well,
got
he's still
blocked.
traumatized from it.
He might be.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
good, right?
I
That's
mean-
is that the best one?
Think about, well,
From here. It's this part. Hold on. I'm going to put it back up.
And the twilight's last gleaming, and the rockets' red glare.
He saved it. He saved.
Were so gallantly there.
That's the worst one, in my opinion.
The stripes were all there.
They're here.
And the
Hey, proof.
rockets were there.
I like that he just kept leaning back on the stripes are there, the rockets are there. You guys get it. They're all there.
So,
yeah, everyone's here.
of national anthem mess ups, at least he didn't freeze and stop. Because we've seen those. Those are
Yeah.
the kind of worst where you feel the worst for them when they freeze and stop and they're just like.
Well, Carl Lewis did a little bit of that when he's like, "Oh, I make up our nets." Like, will you? Will you?
Well, Carl Lewis was. I mean, he was confident the whole time, and even when he said, "I'll make up for it now," and then he's
Yeah,
on.
he shit the bed.
Yeah, so, like,
Gage
I like
can
that.
sing. I'll give him that.
it-
He can sing, and his pitch was right.
The thing is, as soon as that anxiety spikes to 1,000,
Yeah.
it deletes your mind.
That's true.
Like, and it sucks because
We've done this.
as an entertainer. Like that, you need your mind to say things because everybody's looking at you. So you're up there, everybody's looking at you. You're like, calm. I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. And then you start doing. I've had this happen
Yeah,
to me.
we've done this.
And then,
what's your worst one? You
as
know what
you-
I think of a lot that's a nightmare of
Orlando
mine?
City one?
The clicker from Orlando City.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
one that, like, I relive you and me with the
That's
clicker
an-
because I've never wanted to grab something out of your hands more. And just start hammering it.
There's something ingrained into people's DNA that, and I know this because Tommy has it, right? That makes them terrified about being in front of other people and them watching you and you fucking up.
Yeah.
And it's ingrained.
I did it what I did at the Dr. Phillips Judson's is. That's game.
No.
That's the end of the game.
But
that's a killer. That's a knife to the heart.
But if you were the performer and you're like, and everybody's looking at you and they're like, we trust you to perform.
I don't have this one. Yeah, this is not one I have.
And so Tommy
Performing
was
is
born.
fun to me.
Max doesn't have it. Like
dude, Max will moonwalk around you in circles naked. He's he don't give a fuck. He's ready to perform.
He wants to
he's
perform. Like he's on his morning news, which he wanted. He wanted to sign up for it, and his teacher's like, I'm keeping him. He's good as hell.
Yeah, his presentation's really good.
He can read the news. He likes being on camera.
He enunciates correctly. His voice, he projects.
Not nervous about screwing it up.
He looks into the camera. Crystal showed me. Yeah, he looks good.
Tommy wants none of it. Just like I did. I don't want none of it. I don't want to be in front of people. I don't want to, have people look at me.
Let me put your camera on you.
Oh, yeah. No.
I'm joking.
After 20 years, you do get used to it. And you're like, oh, fuck it. But still, the being, and then you're performing or whatever, and then all of a sudden something fucks up, and then you let that anxiety burst through, it'll wipe your mind clean. Where you can't, you even remember anything.
You freeze. I freeze. I do it. I freeze where I'm like I'm frozen.
Yeah. And then
But I normally don't get it with performing. I'll get it with other things.
Yeah.
I got it at Judson's, but that wasn't performing. Performing, I love.
And this happened to this gentleman where it just wiped his brain clean. Now he powered through the words
Pretty
and he's
impressive.
I have no other word. And it sucks because as you're singing, you're like, oh shit, I don't even know the next word. I'm just gonna say that.
And it makes you wonder how something comes out, right?
Yeah.
It is interesting to think like, okay, my mind is wiped clean, but you do have processes in the background. Your mind, your subconscious is gonna probably carry you through. I mean, you'd be singing the N-word. You don't even know what you're singing. You could be singing anything. That's one of my favorites. So I do agree that is probably up there with Carl Lewis. And if this guy gets back to me, we will have him on the show. I promise.
So let's take a break.
Yep.
When we come back, I'll tell you about another documentary I saw that has to do with neighbors, and then we'll read an email.
I mean, unless Kara wants to call in, or am I allowed to say her name? I mean, Kara, we were going to do as a sort of a priming of the pump. We were going to talk about your hate thy neighbor story,
because we're going to do a segment, and we may do it, primarily on ACT, but maybe we'll mix them in on AMT, and this one will, And if you have any neighbor feud stories,
now would be the time to send them in. Show@tomandan.com. Show@tomandan.com. I'll save all of your neighbor fight stories. Put them in detail if you can, and you might get selected, and we'll give you a prize.
Because we're kind of using it as a way to promote Love Thy Neighbor, our relationship show with Colette. That's every Thursday, and that's a separate show on a separate feed, so you have to subscribe to it to hear it. But it's Thursday nights. We air it on Real Radio at 8. But also, if you want to hear the podcast, we just recorded one yesterday. It's becoming better and better as we get better and more comfortable with Colette. So
she gives really good info too, and we had somebody say it, and I think they said it best. A lot of the things she's talking about, a lot of people pay big money to get that. So it's it's a quick little listen, and there's a lot of good info in there that could really help you out with relationships.
So we'll take a break.
Yeah, the name of the band is Big Special. Name of the song is Plaintive Native. There we go. We'll be back with more on Mediocre Time momentarily. 1-844-TOMNDAN show@tomandan.com.
Streamline Mortgage Solution, they are a Gold Star client of ours.
Gold Star.
They've been with us for over 10 years.
They're almost Gold Star Plus. When do you roll out your Gold Star Plus initiative?
Brian Zymel will help you out, just like he's helped out hundreds of our listeners with their mortgages. Plus, it's a set it and forget it type of thing, and I'll explain. If you use Brian Zymel, he'll contact you if mortgage rates have changed and is a good time to refi, and you could save thousands of dollars.
Yes.
Like, he'll let you know.
He's a hyper-organized man. If you think that this is BS, it is not. I've actually done it. Tom can attest that Andrea called Brian. He put us on a list, and then literally a year later, he called us and said, out of the blue, he's just like, hey, guys, I had an alarm set. I knew that you would be ready at this point. Things have changed. Let's do it.
There's no catch to this, by the way, too. Ask AI. If you can get a better interest rate, you should refi out of that.
This is smart family business. This is.
Yeah, and Brian can help you do that. Plus, when you refi, not only you get a better interest rate, you don't have to pay your mortgage for like 2 months or whatever. There's tons of benefits, and he'll tell you all about it. But even if you didn't use Brian Zymel, you could still call him and get on the list, and when mortgage rates change, he'll go over everything with you, and then he'll contact you when it is the best time to refi. Or if you're looking to buy a house and you need a mortgage, Brian Zymel could help you out with that. His cell phone number is right there on StreamlineFlorida.com.
Yeah, he works hand in hand with that old Bart Merrick team too.
Yes,
so if you need both, we got both. And I think that, honestly, I know we don't say this a lot because we're a comedy show and we bag on ourselves a lot. I do believe in our sponsors.
Yes.
All of them. And I do believe that we can save you a ton of headaches if you just listen to some of the things we say. If you were to use Crystal, Bart, and Brian, I honestly don't think that you would have any headaches when you're buying or selling your house.
There's a reason why these clients have been advertising with us for over a decade now.
Yeah.
It's StreamlineFlorida.com.
Oh, yeah. Greg, Chaco, that is, Christmas time is here. Welcome back to Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Is that like a Peanuts Christmas?
That's the song.
Okay,
yeah. But Greg Chaco, who is a amazing guitarist, jazz guitarist, allows us to play his music. So I always look forward to when Christmas rolls around. We usually get some pretty damn good. I've got some other punk rock Christmas stuff that I'll be weaving into other shows as we eke into Christmas time.
So Crystal was like, we watched that Eddie Murphy documentary, and then Crystal, we ran out of shows that we like, some episodic show to watch like together every night. So Crystal always, back to relationships. She wants to bond over watching a show that we both like. Because when we went through,
do you both have to like the show? Because that's going to be hard, right?
No, I mean, we both have to be interested in it enough to want to watch it together, because that's part of the fun of a couple. When you have a show to watch, you're like, oh, yeah, we're going to watch a show tonight after the kids go to bed. And you look forward to, because otherwise you're just sitting in your bed scrolling reels separately.
Well, that's why I have the alarm. No, that's why I have the alarm at 7:30. Honestly, the alarm that fucked up Jordan Foley and his beautiful wife's performance, and I'm so sorry. I love you guys, and I ruined your fucking performance, but I have an alarm to tell me to pay attention to my family, and like that alarm basically was telling me to pay attention to the fucking thing that. Never mind.
Scrolling reels is so good; it's better than any entertainment. I'll stand by it because it's.
See, I don't. It doesn't get me, but
it's 50 micro. This is something different. So what's next? Different. Anyway, so we're so Chris was like, "Hey, I heard about this documentary called The Perfect Neighbor." And it's about this crazy lady that she was mad at the neighborhood kids for playing or whatever.
You guys can watch something light.
And I'm like, all right, I like a good crazy lady. Or every time I watch it, it's all police body cam footage, right?
I'm addicted to one of those on YouTube. And last night I watched it.
It's so fucking heavy that it's like, Jesus Christ. And also it reminded me of how many crazy people the police have to deal with. And I'm like, oh my God, this job sucks. Like, it's just the job of a cop, holy shit, I would not want to do.
Oh, by the way, if I were a cop, and I'm just saying this, I'm not a cop, I probably never will be, but if I was, I would turn my body cam off a lot. That's all I wanted to say.
The fact, like, they just all the day have to deal with one crazy person after another. Anyway, so I'm not going to spoil what happens, but it reminded me
crazy the whole time.
Definitely crazy the whole time. Also, like a prime example of just the escalation these things can get into and what could happen. But it reminded me of our Hate Thy Neighbor bit that we wanted to do to promote Love Thy Neighbor.
Indeed.
And we got an email from Kara about feuding with a neighbor, which again, to me, is the worst thing you could possibly do, because now
it's shitting where you eat.
Yeah.
It's very close to where you have to live your day to day.
It's like we were talking to Wix today, which will be we'll play that interview next week on ACT.
He's the official black guy of the show. Is OMG Wix.
He was talking about like keeping your personal peace. It's like
protecting your peace.
Protecting your peace of where you live is important as well. Like sometimes it's better to overlook some shitty thing your neighbor's doing just to because you start getting into confrontations, and then it's fucking now it's like your peace is ruined. Yeah. Where you live,
you're having to deal with it,
and now you have to see this person you hate you hate them so much,
and you're dumping fuel on it for them, right? Which it doesn't help you. But this is from Kara. It says, "Dear Tom and Dan, I should probably just start this email with my address for a prize pack, because I don't think anyone's topping my neighbor horror story. I lived next to Mr. and Mrs. Davis for about 10 years, a sweet retired pastor and his wife in their 80s who'd been there since the house was built in 1957. Funny thing is, I was actually their bank teller before they ever moved in next door. During the pandemic, I brought them groceries and helped them pick them up off the floor more times than I could count. I even helped Mrs. Davis take a shower a few times." Okay. So she knows these people and been helping them.
Yeah, and you're a helpful neighbor. Like, this sounds like you're a really good neighbor helping your neighbors.
Kara is a sweet person. We know her and we love her. Mr. Davis eventually broke his hip. Hey, that's funny. And went to rehab and sadly passed away soon after. Their daughter, Deborah, showed up to take care of Mrs. Davis, who had dementia. Deborah meant well, but she was an alcoholic chain smoker who couldn't keep up with her mom's care. Eventually, the state stepped in and took Mrs. Davis to a nursing home. That left Deborah alone and lonely. One day, a grifter showed up saying he used to do yard work for her dad. She hired him for a few odd jobs, much like Tom does with his pain pill handyman. And next thing you know, she's letting him move in. A few months later, she called me at 5 a.m. saying she couldn't breathe. I ran over, called 911, and she ended up in a coma. I visited her daily until her family decided to let her go after confirming she was, yes, brain dead. Here's where it all went to hell. The family never kicked out the grifter. They were told they'd have to evict him, but since Mrs. Davis was still alive barely and legally the homeowner, no one had the authority. So the guy just stayed and then invited 6 more crazy people to move in. They were dealing heroin, and they were sex workers, and then more sex workers started showing up. More than once.
Hold on. Awesome.
Hold on. Awesome. We'll do it like the Miz. We'll do it like Miz style. WWE.
This guy probably couldn't believe it. He's like, I was cutting this old lady's yard. I'm fucking living with sex
Look
workers.
at all these fucking whores. There's tits everywhere in this place. This is awesome.
And no one's going to even...
Last week I didn't even have a house. Now I have a house and 6 whores.
Like, even the grifters probably like, I can't believe
That's the American dream.
They're letting me do this. Like, no one's going to kick me out?
Kara, this is kind of working against you because I'm kind of rooting for this guy, right? Like, this guy's like, he went from nothing to something. This guy made something of himself.
Could just go and be like, get the fuck out of here.
You could, but do you think, well, Kara probably would have done that, but again, not her get the fuck out of there to say, right?
Yeah.
My whole neighborhood begged the police and family to do something, but nothing happened for a full year. Finally, I set up cameras and recorded dozens of drug deals, plus one guy literally taking a shit behind the house. I love you, Kara. That footage, the shit footage, finally got the cops' attention. One morning, SWAT rolls up with an armored vehicle and raided the place. They arrested everyone who were there, and of course, everyone that was there was back out on bail in 24 hours. It's like your old house across the street.
This almost exact thing happened at my house across the street in Deltona.
Once their stash and cash were gone, the utilities got shut off. They taped plywood over a busted window. Yes, they taped it to a brick house and eventually left, but not before leaving a dog locked inside for weeks. I secretly fed the dog through a cracked window until I could get the pet bull rescue to come and help. When the cops asked, I just shrugged and said I had no idea what happened to the dog, as I'd been told to leave the house alone. The family still hasn't done anything about the house. Me and a few neighbors finally went in ourselves. It was disgusting. We boarded up every window and padlocked the doors to keep the new crackheads out. It's been sitting empty for a year now. I mow the lawn occasionally so it doesn't look like a jungle, but now there's a bee colony living in the garage as well. So at this point, I think there's more honey than drywall in there. I went from having the sweetest old couple of neighbors to a 2-year parade of hookers, junkies, SWAT raids, and more, and now an abandoned house with bees. Worst neighbors ever, BDM for life, Kara.
Yeah, well, Kara, you also gave us a tell and what kind of neighbor you live in. This doesn't happen in Windermere.
Yeah, it's true. I don't have any. There's no bee houses in Baldwin. The Baldwin bee house would be something someone would tell me about.
Yeah. This doesn't happen in certain places.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I would argue some of the people around here, like the lady that hit my car and then just wasn't going to say anything about it. I mean, there are still horrible people here. They just do different things. They don't do bees and crack. They'll just hit your car and be like, oh, I don't care. The rules do not apply to me.
So now I will make the argument that this is better than the actual homeowner being the problem, because like at least in this scenario, and I know it takes a long time and it took way too long for them to kick these people out and stuff, but in the back of your mind you're like, this will end one day because these people don't own the house, so something will happen where eventually some time limit will run out and the cops will get these people out, or the family will go to sell the house. Like, it's not a forever scenario, and a lot of people live in like these feuds with their neighbors that they own the house and they both aren't going anywhere.
The ones
they just like get stuck in. They're like, I'm not moving, and this person's not moving, and they just fight like Hatfields and McCoys.
The one I like, and we've had these before in the BDM group. They're few and far between, but you see them pop up. I'd say at least once every 2 or 3 years, where it's single family home, right?
Yeah.
It's pool music too loud, floodlights shining in my window.
Okay,
and that's all it takes to have so guy will play music and floodlight directly in window, right? So other guy turns up his music louder than other guy. Then other guy gets another floodlight brighter and shines it into the window more to and they just start
escalation.
They start escalating it hard, but it's like tiny, but it usually starts with sounds and lights, right?
Yeah.
It's always sounds and lights. And this guy was running his outdoor pool music at 11:30 and my kid's got that whatever testing, the next day.
Yeah.
Starts with something like that. And then they just start escalating it to the point where somebody ends up getting shot, right?
Yeah. And,
I like that. I like that. That's the way. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, my
dad used to do this with Mike Fry. I'll say his name because they don't feud anymore. My dad's dead, but our next door neighbor, the Frys, my dad and Mike Fry got into a big something, and I think it was because a tree fell on his fence and ruined it. And then my dad was like, it was your tree. And he was like, well, we'll split it. And my dad's like, no, you're paying everything. And then they're yelling at each other. Then he would be out there grilling. My dad would spray him with the hose over, put out his grill. The grill's going. And then my dad would take his hose and shoot it over there. I'm going to fuck up his grill. Watch Dad Lee, watch this dickhead, watch this. He'd spray it and fuck with the guy. I'm like, Dad, I don't know if this is such a good idea, I remember one time coming home as I was working at Real Radio and I was in my early 20s. And I remember coming home and my dad was already out front. I had an F-150 at the time, that black truck I had, and I drove it in, and my dad's out front yelling at Mike. They're yelling at each other as I pulled in. And they're like, fuck you! And Mike's like, fuck you! And I'm like, whoa, guys, come on, what are we doing here? And my mom's worried, he's been out there yelling at Mike and telling him to go fuck himself. It was a mess. You shouldn't. That's no way to live. That's no way to live.
Through this whole documentary I was watching, I couldn't believe how many of the kids are playing outside. Because I was like, God damn, these kids are living the 80s lifestyle. Why aren't they inside playing on their iPads? They're all outside playing football on the bikes.
They're out there.
I don't know what year. I don't know. This happened 2022.
No, we have kids. You see them around here. There's tons of them. They got the electric bike. By the way, that's done. Orange County, they met on Tuesday. Orange County met on Tuesday to the Orange County School Board met to ban e-bikes on their campuses.
Yeah,
I told you guys this is going to happen.
They're I've seen these stories everywhere. In Tampa, they're doing it, and
it's kind of sucks because look, I made a lot of jokes about it. Made a lot of jokes about the Baldwin Chubsters on their e-bikes. I don't want these kids' e-bikes to get taken away. I just wish that.
Well, they're not going to take it away. They're going to get pulled over by the cops if you're riding them on the street.
Well, then you'll get They're saying now that they're trying to implement something where they can confiscate them. Just take them on site.
No. I mentioned this before. When my little brother Timmy got a ticket that eventually got a warrant out for his arrest because he never paid or whatever.
I guess it can spiral a bit
for riding his dirt bike on the streets of Deltona. You know, it's you cannot do that. I remember when I used to do it in Miami. You ride around. We were constantly worried about cops seeing you because we were going to get a ticket
Easier
for riding
in
an off-road
Miami
vehicle.
or harder in Miami.
Well, my buddy Turkey Leg rides around. Here's the thing with Miami. This is going to keep going for a while.
There's a ton of people.
Yeah, and in big cities and shit. This still happens in Baltimore and with the riding the 4-wheelers and the regular dirt bikes and doing wheelies down the street. And they know, and the cops basically they have a no chase clause because they don't want them killing themselves or other people.
Yeah.
So essentially, they just go out and then do whatever they want. And there's nothing anybody really does it about it.
I thought it would take a while. We made our jokes about these e-bikes and everything, and it's been a kind of a topic, and it was always tongue in cheek, with me, because everything's a joke in here for me. But there's been a cop every day this week down at the center fountain. Every single time that I leave here and I go by, he's sitting there waiting for e-bikes. I know he is. So it just sucks to see it happen. It was fun while it lasted.
I always take the stance of it's a fucking America. Do whatever you want. Whenever you're gonna die, that's you and your parents or whatever. I don't know. Everything should be.
It's very sad. It's very sad. You want to do a couple voicemails and get out of here?
Yep.
All right. If you'd like to leave us a voicemail message, you can do so super easy. Just call 1-844-TOMNDAN, or you can use our free app. All the content's on there. our buddy Matthew and George. They've been Orange Pixel has been working so hard on our app and our website, and I know we've had some instances where we've had some hiccups over the last month, but man, they have been dialing it in. So now when you go to the website, everything is on there. It loads super duper fast. And real quick before we get to voicemails, did you want to talk about Mad Max mode?
Well, we can talk about how it seems,
because it kind of weaves into e-bikes and how things will get taken away. We could kind of dovetail it into dangerous things getting taken away.
I like it because you rarely see this stuff in the United States because we're so litigious. But Daniels has a mode on his Tesla called Mad Max mode, and it'll self-drive over the speed
25
limit.
miles an hour over.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like it's consistently 25. One time it was we were sitting at 30. I was doing 30 miles. I was on Karen near.
That seems like
I'm doing 30.
lawsuit.
I'm doing 30 over on Karen coming back here. Like coming back from Real Radio to get here, I was just going to test it. I told you I was going to hammer it on Mad Max mode. And I'm on Karen passing the 7-Eleven and Park Ave CDs, and I'm 30 over the speed limit. I think the speed limit's 35, and I'm doing between 60 and 65 miles an hour.
But the robot, I'm just going to call your car a robot.
Yeah.
The robot is so good that it probably is safe, even if it's going 30 miles an hour.
That's what I've been assuming.
Because if something did get in front of you or whatever, it instantly reacts faster than any human being could.
Nothing's gotten in front of me to test it yet, though.
yeah. But I would imagine that Tesla as a company is taking a gamble, making a mode that speeds,
well,
right?
You know what's funny is I don't see a lot of people talking about using it, right? So, I'm a one of one. I don't know anybody else. No one has emailed me and said, hey, I've tried that. That's really scary. I know I tried. I texted you over the weekend. I was trying it out with Dansby in the car, and we were coming back from running some errands with Andrea over by Millennium Mall, and I hit it. And, man, when that thing gets up on a interstate, it just takes off. I mean, I was doing 87 miles an hour. I'm just flying. And I'm not driving it, and it's just doing its thing. And if I get pulled over, it's on me. I'm not going to say, hey, sorry, full self-driving, man. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, it just seems like you're opening yourself up for insane liability, even having that as an option, because if it does get an accident, not you, but the other person would sue Tesla and be like, hey, you put this in your car, and it was the direct reason it got into an accident, and I'm going to fucking sue you for millions of dollars.
See, the Barry Joe says it worries him. He says, I've heard about this. This worries me. He says, the worry is other people reacting to you. So the computer already knows. It's already a step ahead of the person reacting. The person just swerves into my lane. He swerves out of the way.
Yeah.
It knows.
It's definitely safer than a human doing it, but I'm just surprised that it's even an option.
Well, I'll give you
Teslas were willing to gamble.
Well, I love giving you guys the real because, look, I'm not a super fanboy. I do love this car. I do love the fact that it drives itself. I've always been a Volkswagen guy, but I really do like my Tesla. But if they added two new modes to it. They added the Mad Max that'll do 20, 25 over, and then they added a sloth mode. Now, sloth mode will do exactly the speed limit. So sloth is...
that should be the regular mode.
No, I'll give you... You want to know them all? I'll give them all to you.
Hold on, Musk.
He's a fucking lunatic, dude. The guy is not good.
Regular has to be regular.
No.
And then Mad Max, I get it. And then sloth has to be under. It can't be regular.
Do you want me to
what the fuck is regular?
Do you want me to give you all of them? Okay, sloth is the speed limit. Then above sloth, you have chill. That's 3 miles over the speed limit. Then above chill, you have standard. That's 7 miles over the speed limit. Above
standard's got to be exactly.
No, standard is 7 miles over. I usually ride in standard, and that's usually. And then above standard, you have hurry, and hurry, I believe, is 10 to 12 miles over. And then you have Mad Max, 20 to 25 over.
That was too many options.
That's what it is. And I'm constantly moving them. Like one time I had it on Mad Max, and I saw a cop. I was coming up on him. I hammered the dial down to chill, and then he's like, no, we're just going, that's how you drive it. You kind of monitor it, It's kind of like that thing, and this is in the news again. It's kind of like you monitor the tram, kind of like the tram you have at the airport, where there's a guy in there. And he's monitoring the tram, bringing people to the gates for the planes.
Yeah,
but it's driving itself.
Yeah.
You know, and but that's exactly what it's doing. I mean,
he's just a formality, just so people feel safe. Like, a human's over there, he's not doing shit. He's like, I can't even turn this thing on. Like, it's all automated.
A lot of people have questions in here. So Conway J was asking, does it have a chase mode where you can follow a certain length of a vehicle in front of you? It used to have that. They took that away. Now it just does it on its own. You're constantly getting stuff and losing stuff. Now, if you like software updates, if you like I'm not a fanboy in any way, but I will say there is something cool about waking up when there is an update and finding out that your car has 35 new features. You know, like, oh, they added Audible. Oh, they added Sirius XM. Oh, they've got Mad Max mode. It's kind of cool to get a new car, you know, without even doing anything.
And you don't have to defend yourself each time saying that you know, like, you just like your car.
No,
it doesn't
I do
matter.
like it.
Fuck the politics. Who gives
like
a fuck whether people like Elon or not? Who gives a shit?
No, I do like it. I just I'm a little torn on the 25 over because it's fun. But I don't know how reliable it is. You know what I mean? Like, I have no data on that. I don't know. I've only used it like maybe 10 times.
Well, I guess, you know, again, it's safer than all of us speeding 25 over because our human brains are way slower than this thing.
Let's do a couple voicemails and then get out of here on a fun Friday before the Beer Fest. Let's try this one right here.
Tom, you don't think Waffle House is good because the windows, there's too many windows, brother. You have to understand Waffle House is a tactical breakfast spot. You just left the club at 2 a.m. and you just punched Snooki in the face or whatever. You got to be eating breakfast where you can see the enemy coming and pulling up. You just got caught putting weights in fish. You got to know, you see those trucks pulling up, you got to get ready. You can't be eating breakfast at IHOP or whatever where you can't see anything until it's too late. It's tactical breakfast, Tom.
He's not wrong, and I thought about this voicemail when I got it. If you are in a Waffle House, even at the counter, especially the counter, 360. You can see 360 around you. You've got every vantage point.
Listen, block the windows out so you can't see inside. You can
like
see
Taco Bob used to do on Stripper Thursday.
Well, all I'm saying is that I'm fine with being able to see outside. You want to see who's coming in, but I don't want them seeing me eat there. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't want to be like, there he is.
You have a problem people seeing you eat. This happened at Judson's. You're like, look, there's eating. Do you never let people see you eat?
No. I know. So it depends on what I'm eating.
Fish. I don't know. I just wanted to yell it. One more. Let's do this one right here. It's from our very good friend, star of the show, and this guy cast a very long shadow. Cadillac Pat.
Yo, it's your boy Cadillac Pat. You know when you're going number 2 in a public restroom, you look up and they have those little like paper ass gaskets. Do you actually take one of those and like use it? For me, honestly, personally, I never use one of those. I just look at the seat itself, and as long as there's no actual debris or like wetness on the seat, I just go rogue and I just
I do too.
Sit straight down. That's all. Love you guys. Bye.
I do too. If you want to know what I do, I go in and I look at it, and I'm trained to look for 2 to 3 light yellow driplets and a pube, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for pubes and driplets.
Yeah. It's weird, and I understand it's other people's doo-doo and pubes.
Yeah.
It's weird that we're so disgusted. But my ass is used to doo-doo and pubes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like I can understand if it's something way far away from doo-doo and pubes, if it's vomit.
What is like grape jelly or something, right?
Yeah.
Like it could be anything. Could be mustard.
Some
could
food.
Be some French's mustard on there. Some Grey Poupon. For me, it's like...
I'm too lazy to do any of that.
I'll wipe the drips. If I see drips, I'll just get a piece of toilet paper. I'll wipe the drips, and then I just sit down bare ass. You're not going to get AIDS from that. And that's what I'm looking for, is to not get AIDS. Also, my number one thing. Not get AIDS.
Those gaskets have the flap in the middle that you're supposed to perforated.
I taught you this. You have to break it. You have to put it in there so when you flush it, drags it down.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's for? Okay, you put the thing, you break the tabs, and then you put the little piece in the water, and you gently lay it in there. If you lay it too heavy, it's going to pull it in. You want to lay it in there gently. That way, when you flush it, it flushes it to hell.
Yeah, but it's always, it never sits on there perfect.
Because all toilets are different shapes.
Yeah.
And the gaskets are different shapes.
Yeah, and there's
there's no uniformity.
There's no friction
they
to
don't
hold
play
it
nice.
on.
They don't play nice. It's like PC Mac. They don't play nice.
Yeah. And then and the other people that they put toilet paper and they put strips.
I make fun of those people. If I'm next to you and I hear you putting toilet paper down, I'll say that I'll say in a very deep voice the F word for gay. The full word.
Yeah, but deep.
With the T on the end. I'll say it. But say it in a deep voice. I do a black guy voice. Is that allowed?
Yeah, but I think most people are like you, Pat, where we see the Ass Gasket and we're just like, oh, fuck it.
I don't think places have those as much anymore. That was like that was an 80s, 90s thing.
And then once you sit on the doo-doo and pubes, you're like, it's over now.
That's correct. When you said that, I was like, oh my God, this man speaks to me.
You're like, now it's done. Now I'm relaxed again.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's like ripping a Band-Aid off.
Yeah. It's like Fear Factor.
Ripping a Band-Aid made of pubes off of your ass.
Once you swallow the cow's eyeball, you're like, oh, all right, that's it.
I did it. What do you think, Joe?
You'll be famous one day. Which is weird. You go from this show to be this big. So.
One more?
Yeah.
All right. Let's last one. Here we go.
I was watching YouTube and the video of You Can Call Me Al came up the other day. I don't know. Kind of reminded me of Tom and Dan. Tom being the goofy Chevy Chase guy, and Dan, well, a lot like Paul Simon,
Oh, yeah, I'm exactly like Paul Simon.
Hold on, I get Chevy Chase and Paul Simon?
Yeah, I'm always singing African music with my Junkanoo band. Yeah, I'm just like Paul Simon.
And I get that dickhead. The fucking guy known and universally as the biggest dickhead in Hollywood.
You're the universal dickhead, and I'm tiny man sings with Africans. But
God damn it.
I remember when that song came out. Man walks down the street, says, why my ding baby boo? Why my bee bee boo? Why my baba boo boo? Man walks down. Let's just get the song songs. But there was a part that I loved as a kid because I was a musician, and it's when there's a bass. There's a goddamn bass lick in that song. Call me out. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a bass lick in this fucking song that is so goddamn good. I gotta find it though, because here's a little. Here we go.
This is what plays in my exercise montage. Yeah, I'm getting prepared.
Yeah. Now at the end there was like a bass, and they're playing around, and then there was like a bass lick at the end that's so good. Oh, here it is. Here it comes. Okay, here we go. Yeah! Oh, fuck yeah. As a young boy, I would make my mom and dad, if we were in the car coming back from Down the Hatch seafood restaurant, this would be on Magic 107.7. I'd be listening to it. I'd be like, oh my God, the bass lick's coming up. And I'd stop! Stop! And my mom, what? My dad's like, what the fuck, boy? And then I'd have to wait and hear... Yeah! As a kid, I'd scream. I'd be like, bass solo! It was that was the shit. And then what sucked about this is I got used to hearing that, and I loved it, and then they did the radio edit, and they took the fucking bass solo out. They took the bass solo out.
Come on, radio, you got time.
Dude, you got nothing but time. You should have
24 hours.
3 bass solos.
All right, let's get out of here. We appreciate all you guys
what happened there?
that came in today. I was like, what am I talking say? We'll see you guys at our events tomorrow as Bad at Business Beer Fest.
Yeah,
and
come
then
out, guys. We are so excited to be done with this event. And
I was talking to Mark. Villain's Coffee's coming out and setting up. And
they got good coffee, man. That'll be a lovely pick me up on an early day.
Mark was joking around about events. He's like, man, no one knows. He's like, I know, because he was telling me, he's like, I know how putting together events and how so stressful hard they are, and you're only happy when everything's done, and at the end of the day, people are like, oh, you had an event, you had fun all day. Like, no, stressful the whole time.
So hard.
But, because I want to make sure everybody's having a good time.
But what will make us happy is if you come out and if you say hi. I've had multiple people email me.
Me and Dan will be hanging out on the streets all day long. So
BDM Missy, I don't even know who you are, but you did email me. BDM Missy she emailed me to tell me that she is bringing her boyfriend out. He has loved us since the beginning of the show, 09, but he's never made it to a Bad at Business Beer Fest. She emailed me to say that, she's finally taken him out. This is the kind of stuff that makes me happy. If you've never been and you're going to come out and drink all the free beer and have a great time and be safe about it, obviously. But
also, don't wait until the next one, because at this point in time, like every year that it happens could be the last year.
I agree with that.
I mean, for one reason or another, who knows? Like, we plan on doing it next year, but it could not happen. It's
not set in stone.
Like,
it is not.
Someone could come in and be like, what the fuck is it you're doing around here? This can't be. We dipped our toe a little bit in just like professionals in Central Florida, like saying, you guys can't do this.
Yeah.
like we've been doing it. And by the way, Tracy told me that it's not the 11th year, it's the 12th year.
Oh, fucked it all up.
They've been doing it for 12 years.
No,
it's done now. We'll just say 13 next year. Or should we skip the 13?
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Like a building or something.
Yeah. We'll just go straight to 14. Right. To our Ohio people, thank you guys for coming. Yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Is there anything else we need to tell people for tomorrow and Sunday?
Nope. Just show up.
Yeah,
it's
please
in
come out, y'all.
And you know where it's at. And we'll see you on Monday's BDM show.
And the Rockets will be there. And the Stripes will be there. And you will also be there. Okay.
All right. Perfect.
We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.
This is all jokes and funny to you, huh? You can take it up with legal. Have a good day.